On the 12th day of Christmas, my best bud gave to me Yule log.
Finally.
Yes, this is it. This is the grand finale.
Yes.
It's a Yule log.
Yes.
And this has a great tradition. Originally, it's an actual log. This is like a dessert version. But this tradition goes all the way back to the Nordic people. And they would go down and they would go out and cut down a tree, bring this whole ginormous tree into their homes. And it was a very special tree. It had to be the best tree. And it was done around winter solstice. And they just celebrated that.
They celebrated the log?
The winter solstice.
But what did they do with the log in their house? Did they burn it?
Well, I'm going to tell you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they take the biggest end and they put it in the fire and they light it. But then they would leave the rest of the tree laying in their house. Isn't that the weirdest thing?
I could not do that. I could not. I don't like a mess in my house.
Could you imagine how nasty that would be?
Yes, someone cannot care. All the critters?
Yeah.
Bugs?
Yeah. Did they get the squirrel out? Like Clark Griswold, leave the squirrel in? I don't know. So many questions. But this is what they did. And then in France, they would go out as a whole family and cut down the Yule tree. And they would burn just a little bit every night over the 12 days of Christmas.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so it has a really neat
So how did it turn into a dessert? Someone looked at that log and said, that'd make a nice cake.
Yeah, they got tired of going out and chopping trees down. Yeah, it's a lot of work. So I didn't want to attempt to make this. This is a very complicated cake. And like I said, there's never been a cake that I didn't like. But this is a sponge cake, and it can come in chocolate or vanilla. This is a vanilla sponge cake, and it comes from Martine's Bakery here in Lexington. Martine Holzman is actually French. So I thought, who better?
She knows what she's doing.
And in France, this is called a bûche de Noël, which from our vast knowledge of French.
You would think I would remember.
Yeah. Lee and I were in a French play one time. We won, actually.
We did, thanks to my acting skills.
Yes.
You're
it
welcome.
Was très bien. So this is the bûche de Noël, and it is adorable. It has Grand Marnier. It's soaked in Grand Marnier. And it has buttercream icing, vanilla mousse filling. I mean, I don't know anything that you could say negative about this.
I mean, just look at it. It's gorgeous.
And
There's
it's
a little
beautiful.
poinsettia on it.
It's beautiful. They have a little poinsettia, a baby mushroom, and a little gnome. It's so cute, made out of sugar, marzipan.
Yeah, I can't wait to eat this.
And so I'm glad it wasn't my job to make this. Could you imagine putting the little dots on the poinsettia? That was your if that was your job?
No, I'd be fired.
It'd be so tedious.
Yeah, at first I'd eat the cake, so.
Yes. Okay, well, I'm really, really excited to eat this.
I can't wait. God, it looks so moist.
And notice I got the piece with the biggest amount of icing because I'm a big icing freak.
Okay.
Do you prefer cake or icing?
Cake, and so I got half and half here. I like half.
Do you
and
like
half.
it equally?
Yes, equally distributed.
Okay. Man.
The icing is like more like a whipped cream base, which I really like. I don't like a heavy icing.
It's so good. It's light. It's fluffy.
I taste lemon.
I do taste lemon.
It's so much
I'm
better than the log in the house.
You just keep talking. It's so good. It's so good. So I vote we definitely keep the Yule log. This version, not the go cut your tree down and bring it into the house version.
Definitely have to keep this. This is delicious.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Go out and get you some.
Yes.